Okay, it's Guy Eagle again, and I'm continuing my discussions with the folks about cause and effect. And this time, I want to talk about when nature has a causal experience and the effects that go on to the other worlds besides the two-leggeds. So just recently, we had a 47,000-acre fire near where I live in New Mexico, and there's actually a few of them going on there. And we're just really discovering the effects. Some of the effects in the plant world we know will be regenerative because that's what happens. A fire in the forest will actually create a regenesis of the forest. The seeds will often survive for the grasses, some of the grains, some of the flowers, and they'll regenerate themselves by cleaning out the forest floor and allow a new breath to take place in the soil. That doesn't happen with all plants, but it certainly happens in the forests. When you're in the desert or the Midwest, it does happen that way too, because the grasslands all burn up, but they also give off a lot of seeds when they're burning up, and they're scattered. I don't know how they survive, but they do. It can be regenerated. The animal world's a different story because you start to see a lot of migrations. The things I saw in the last few weeks where I'm living is seems to be a lot more deer in town. There's probably going to be a lot more coyotes, possums, skunks, raccoons, this sort of thing. But the main one most people will register is deer because they don't really bother anybody. But you do have to be mindful of them because they're walking across the road, and to them, it's their road. And they seem to have the right to that land as much as we do. And as long as there's no fireworks going on and gunshots, they will remain and learn how to coexist or co-create. Now, there's other animals that are more predatory, like bear, cougars. They're going to stay away from being in town, but every now and then you'll see one wandering into town. And it's going to be more evident when we have an event that's in the wild of nature, at least the wild that's governed by wild laws, and those effects. So be mindful if you get around one of those events that there are effects that are going on, and usually you're going to find a lot of migrations. Where they go, that's a big issue. We already have a movement going on politically to try to take away more public lands, try oil drilling on a little more national forests, and those are all lands where all these other species go to find habitat. That's another issue that we are going to have to evolve out of at some time. And what gives the humans the rights to go take that land away from the other species? Obviously, they're trying to do it, and they have done it for a long time. So it's a problem. It's a discussion that we have to have. We have to talk about it so we can find solutions, find remedies, see if it's even possible to think about remedies rather than just taking more. Cause and effect. The mineral world, which most people see as non-living, has got the same problem. We're mining a lot of ores, a lot of minerals in the ground, and we're taking them out of one location that helps balance it out for the planet. And something has to replace it. There's a lot of water being taken to do that mining. There's a lot of things that are subtracted when you add that industry to the land. And there's a responsibility that's multiplied and an irresponsibility, and it's redivided, like we spoke earlier video, it's re-divided amongst all that exists here on the planet. And that is a reality. And it just has to come to light. It has to be talked about. And it doesn't have to be about being fully awake. It just has to be about being respectful. That there is equal rights. Anyway, that one is one that we will continue to discover. We don't know the answers. We know it's a problem. We have to go and study it and observe it and find out what the problems that different people are having with that change. See if we can document it and keep it compatible with the rest of the teachings here that we are offering. Maybe we'll find out in the end that didn't really matter. We don't know. But for now, there's no downside. It's only a win for the planet. I hope. Must be something to it.